All right, everyone. This is Junk Rounds. We're coming at you. Oh, forgive me if I can't think straight. We just got done eating at a buffet, Chinese buffet called Panda Buffet.
Yeah, see, Brittany, that new
And
is an Asian bistro.
Anyway,
Can you turn down the
bumpity bump on riding. All I've got to say,
go straight across.
normally I rank a restaurant a 10 out of 10. Now I'm going to show y'all kind of where it is. You have main course south. There's all Mom's little doodads in the car. But you have main course south right across the way there. And you have a CVS pharmacy there. We're in Memphis. So we're at the intersection of
Stage and Kirby Whitten.
Stage Road and Kirby Whitten. And if you go into that shopping center there, you have a
There's the menu.
I'll show y'all the menu right here. It's the Panda Buffet. And there's their phone number, 901-372-5388. They had a fax. It's at 6600 Stage Road, number 118 in Bartlett, Tennessee. Open 7 days a week. There's their times, 10:30 to 10, Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10:30 to 11, and Sunday, 10:30 to 10. And here's the menu back, Mom. Anyway, normally I rank restaurants on a scale of 1 out of 10. Or not 1 out of 10, but anywhere from 1 to 10. And the food at the Panda Buffet was... oh, it was so delicious. It was so good.
We'll not be getting weird on them.
I'm not trying to get weird on them. That is the best Chinese food I've ever had. They had a full... They didn't just have like a little rinky-dink sushi bar like I've seen at some Chinese places. There's one, I can't even remember the name of it now. It's one out close to Best Buy.
Grand Pacific.
Not Grand Pacific.
Red Sun.
Red Sun. They have one table of sushi, but this Panda Buffet had 2 full tables full of sushi. Now it's kind of tucked away, but they have it out there. Just wow. They have the most delicious peanut chicken. I've never had peanut chicken before. They have peanut chicken.
They've had coconut chicken.
Pineapple chicken? Yeah, they got pineapple chicken. They have all different types of chicken. I mean, you can get...
They have Chinese, Japanese, American, and Mexican food.
You just heard that. Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, and American. And
it's Japanese American.
Well, and oh wow, I mean, they had a big old thing of ice cream. You get different flavors. I've been to Chinese buffets where they've had ice cream before, and they have like vanilla or vanilla and chocolate. But this one, they had strawberry, they had chocolate, they had vanilla, they had, I guess, orange cream. They had sherbet. They had slushy ice cream, essentially. I mean, it was, you could dip out slushy, watermelon and berry flavor, and I mixed the two. It just, wow.
It was a very enjoyable experience.
Brittany's sitting there. It was a very enjoyable experience. It was just...
It wasn't no 5-star restaurant either.
We're talking about 5-star quality food at a regular Chinese restaurant. This is
reasonable price.
Very reasonable price. The lunch buffet, the lunch special was like $8. There's 4 of us here, Mom, Dad, Brittany, and myself, and we all had the food with the with drinks for, it was like $39.90 something, so it was like $40. Now dinner buffet is a little more expensive. Lunch buffet is actually $7.59. Dinner buffet is like $10.59, and Sunday buffet all day is $10.59. Children 9 and under are half price. Children 2 and under are free. If you find, and I'll actually show you all the map real quick where it is. See, there's Bartlett, there's 64, which goes into Stage Road, and there's the Super Panda Buffet. I mean, their food is so delicious. I just can't even begin. Brittany's gonna fuss at me because I'm gonna be raving for hours on how delicious that food is, but whew.
Need to be their advertiser.
She doesn't need to be their advertiser. All I gotta say about it, and I'm going to end the video with this. Never before have I used language like this on a restaurant. But eating the food at that restaurant was an experience.
Yeah, and we got good.
An experience.
We had a good waitress.
Yes, the waitress was really good.
She always made sure our drinks were refilled.
Yes. Oh, the tea is delicious. I've had tea at Chinese restaurants before that has just been plain out nasty. I mean, real nasty. Either it's so sweet that it's bitter, or it's lacks in sweetness that you might as well be drinking just regular unsweetened tea. So, one reason why the camera's a little bit jerky right now is we're riding and my arm's kind of getting tired. But like I said, the food itself was an experience that made the overall experience of the restaurant enjoyable. Really, on a scale of 1 to 10, and now we're all getting down to it. What are you going to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10? Everybody's thinking, oh, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. No, I'm going to go ahead and rank it a 20 out of 10. Yeah, it's that good. And as much as my dad would love to just go to McDonald's and get $1 hamburger and $1 sweet tea, he wouldn't want to get fries anymore since they've gone up in price 19 cents because my daddy's a cheapskate. He's proud of it. Aren't you, Dad?
Yeah, I'm out just getting $1 burger and get a bath of water. For free.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all heard that on film. But that is gonna be our regular haunt that we come to when we make our family trips into Memphis. Anyway, I'm going to sign on out on this video because I gotta let my food digest. So. Y'all just laughing at it, but it is so true. That is. I think I'm a little bit drunk off sushi.
I think it's a little bit crazy.
Oh, let me show them the thingy that we got. I got this little decoration deal. Tassel, and I got it for Brittany, and it has different characters on it, and well, let's see, Brittany, can you spin the little ball around? Thank you. And so it has different characters, and the lady said that the characters mean something like in and out, and I think something like coming and going. So I'll let y'all make it. I'll let y'all be making y'all own
If there's anybody that actually knows
jokes about that,
knows the language, they could probably give us.
Yeah, if anybody actually knows the language here, let's show them the characters again. If someone actually knows the language, if y'all could let us know what these symbols mean. show it one more time. Well, okay, well, that's fine. All right, I'll let y'all make y'all's own jokes about that. And so, and in a little side note, something that Brittany has found out about me that I didn't even know myself, and is absolutely horrible and hilarious all in the same, is if I get to laughing hard enough, I actually pass out. And she has caught me face first, very, very briefly. It's not like a long time, and I actually looked it up. It's a real thing. And y'all can actually look it up too, but my friend looked it up and he's like, yeah, it's a real thing. It's really rare. But what happens is that you get to laughing and you get like a lack of oxygen thing going on, and it tickles like a nerve in between your rear end and your spine and neck. I'll keep it clean. So anyway, it like tickles the nerve and it causes you to pass out. And when you come to, it gives you like a hangover sort of effect for a little while. So,
Butt nerve.
Brendan called it a butt nerve. Anyway,
That was the clean version.
that's the clean version. But anyway, I actually, when I laugh too hard, I can actually pass out.
He did it twice in the car on the way up here.
Yeah. Anyway,
All
good
I
thing I ain't.
mentioned was his butt nerve.
Okay, Brittany, don't get me laughing too hard. Anyway, what it is I have that, and one time we were playing a game, the MMO called Neverwinter, which is a really fun game, and we're teaming up with folks, and our characters are running, and we have on the speakers and stuff like that for voice chat, and all of us are like sitting there and playing, and we're all cracking jokes, and they get me laughing so hard, and next thing you know, it's silent. My character stops running, and Brittany's like, I better go check on Will. She told me what happened afterward. She comes in there, and I'm face first in the keyboard. So
He knocked some stuff off the desk too, I noticed.
yeah, so anyway,
I heard a big crash in there, and our friend on the game, he was like, well, you better go check up on him. So I went in there, and he was face first in the keyboard.
So then I came to. So anyway, it's very, very interesting. Well, we are on the way to a little grocery store called Cash Savers, and they have some really, really good deals. So if y'all are ever out around the summer area, they
From the cash savers.
yeah, find your way over to Cash Savers.
This happens to be right across from Animax.
Yes, it's right across from Animax, and Sherwin-Williams, which is right next door to Animax, is right across the way. Maybe I can show y'all where it is. Oh, whoa. See, there's Sherwin-Williams. There's Animax.
The corner of Summer Avenue and White Station Road.
It's the corner of Summer Avenue and White Station Road. There's Rebath. There's the Hobby Shop and Games.
Closest you're gonna get.
I was gonna let y'all
See,
know.
it's Cash Saver right there. Alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out of this video, and I'll catch y'all later. Alright, everyone. I figured I'd bring a quick video to you. We are outside of Steak and Shake. We're waiting in line to get some supper. We're still in Memphis. We have been on the hunt for the elusive blank DVD -R. And so most people say, well, those should be easy to get. Trick is getting them as cheap as we can get them. And we went by Office Max, and I'm letting y'all know Office Max is so stinking expensive. Almost $50 for a big thing of them, when the same size or count of DVDs could cost you about $32, $33 at Walmart. Well, anyway, when we went to Big Lots to see if they had any, and they didn't. They did have something really, really interesting, and this is a blast from my past. I grew up with this guy, watching him on TV. The Macho Man Randy Savage Ultimate Collection. 3-disc DVD set. This guy was one of the most flamboyant entertainers in wrestling, and when I was growing up, a kid in the 80s, I don't know of a kid in the 80s that didn't like wrestling. Randy Savage, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, all of those guys.
He was big in the 90s too.
Brittany says big in the 90s, and in fact, I have some in-laws down in Mississippi that met actually wrestling, and if I remember correctly from what they told me, so don't particularly quote me on it. I have a friend that he and his brother actually went through wrestling school and became wrestlers, and so I mean it's always been big here in the South. Also in the 80s and 90s, Jerry Lawler, yeah, and Jeff Jarrett back in Memphis in the day. And Memphis was the wrestling capital of this area, you know, of the Mid-South. The old USWA, it'd come on Saturday mornings, and you can actually still find some old footage of that up on YouTube. And so, but if I know everybody is probably that's in tune with the wrestling world or grew up with it knows that Randy Savage had died recently, and so it's really interesting to find this Ultimate Collection DVD set at Big Lots, and the grand total that I paid for this. Now this set is probably well worth. Oh, I'd have to actually look it up to see. It's probably worth a whole lot more, you know, value-wise than what you'd pay for it in the store. But I paid for it $3. I told Brittany that she needs to watch it with me to see what I grew up with. Anyway, I just figured I'd show that to you. It's a really, really nifty find, and we're about soon going to have to place the order for what we want to eat. So I will catch y'all later.